Hi guys, it's Will from AuthenticStyle.co.uk here, and today in this short video I've got 5 tips for how you can boost engagement on your business website. So tip number 1, it's subtle animations. So if you've ever visited a website and when you're scrolling down the page, content slowly fades in, subtle animations like this can be brilliant, especially if you combine it with amazing copy as well, because it really helps to tell your story. So if you can do that kind of thing, it's guaranteed to boost some engagement on your page. Tip number 2 is to use video on your website. If you embed video on key pages of your website, it's a great way to sum up content, and by human nature people will watch it as well. So embedding video on your site is a great way to make sure that people spend more time on your site and that they engage with it more. So tip number 3 would be to make sure that you've got great content on your website. Great content that addresses the pain points that your customers are facing and the solutions that you as a business offer is sure to keep people engaged on your website. Our top tip for this would be to make sure that you actually test the content changes on your site as well, and you can do that with Google Analytics by split testing. So what you do there is you show 50% of your visitors the original version of your page and 50% the change version. So that way you can really figure out if those content changes had an effect on engagement. Tip number 4 is to offer a free download on your website. You've probably seen other companies do this. It's called a lead magnet. It's a win for you as the business owner because you capture the person's details so that you can start to then warm them up slowly by email automation and that kind of thing. And more importantly, it's a win for the visitor to the website as well because you're offering something that's of really high value to them. It's going to help them, it's going to solve their problems, and they're going to see you as an expert in your industry. So a free download is one way to really increase engagement on your website. Tip number 5 is to make sure that your website's fast. Nobody likes a slow website. A study done in 2016 showed that visitors get frustrated if a website takes more than 2 seconds to load, and that's all pages of your website. There's actually a speed checker tool called pingdom.com, and they revealed that out of all the websites that had been tested using that tool, 250% of those took longer than 2 seconds to load. So it's a really easy win if you can make sure that your website is fast. And the added benefit of that is that Google takes speed into consideration now as well. So making sure your website's fast will ensure that visitors engage with your site, they navigate around it, but it's also going to boost your search engine rankings as well. We hope you found these tips on how to increase engagement on your website useful, and obviously the longer that you can keep somebody on your website, the more likely it is that they will actually convert and they'll contact you. If you need any help implementing any of the tips that I've mentioned, then feel free to get in touch. The details are at the end of the video. Thank you.